funny how those road signs that I keep passing, like Flakes Ford Road and Rogang Road, just ping my memory. It's amazing because of this literally was my evening entertainment. We would just come out here to kind of get away from things, and whether or not it was to rock and roll, or my buddy Jeff and I to just kind of solve the world's problems with some ambient music. It was just kind of wild, so it's kind of neat seeing all this. And right up here, this used to be what we called Rock Bridge, and it was just that, a rock bridge that at times, right now it's perfectly paved, perfectly guardrailed, but when I came up here, and I used to ride my bike up here, and we'd come up here and go fishing, this actually was a rock bridge. It's kind of wild how things have changed. Almost was hoping that I would come back and still see it, the crumbling, dilapidated thing that it was back in, you know, late 70s, early 80s, but I guess, like everything, it had to change. The view's still beautiful, and the ride's still well worth it. It was funny as I was taking some video there of Rock Bridge, one of our favorite places to be growing up, to where, you know, you could drive across the high water and go real slow, and sometimes it looked like you were kind of driving on water. But as I was turning around to get a better picture, I posted it on Facebook, just kind of Rock Bridge, my how you've changed, because now there's guardrails and it's paved, and immediately my friend Jeff had sent back a text saying, yes, and Crybaby Bridge is gone too, another bridge that local lore said that at certain times of the night or certain places you could actually hear a baby crying for whatever reason, depending on who you talk to. But I guess some of the things that I really would have liked to have seen have since been gobbled up by growth and urban sprawl. Not that I was expecting things to stay there, but I guess it's just like, you know, hoping some things would remain the same. But either way, it's kind of funny how a lot of the, you know, there's a lot of ghosts around here, and not ghosts in a bad sense, but just some of the ghosts of the memories and the people and places and things. One thing I've realized, that I could probably bring a whole film crew and try to make a documentary of just the, you know, partial phase of my life and growing up here. But it's been well worth the trip to come down and just kind of reminisce and take a lap and go back through time. I think it's valuable, and if you could even hear there, it was probably another person commenting on my Rock Bridge. But it's I don't think it's healthy to drop your anchor in yesterday, but sometimes it's okay to kind of cruise the waters. So I'm still gonna continue my quest. Right upstairs from that, beside that red building, was where I started my martial arts, I guess, career, for lack of a better word. But about, you know, back in 1982, started with Little Dragons Wing Chun Kung Fu Academy. Really neat guy, turned me on to Bruce Lee, and was a kind soul, really good guy. And it was just kind of cool because growing up, I had asthma real bad, so I wasn't able to have the athletic prowess of some of my peers, and didn't have the endurance. But some of the things I could do, I was able to train in the martial arts, at least give me confidence and a little bit of an edge. And I think it's the confidence in yourself is much more important than the damage you may be able to do to someone else. That's why at some point I hope to be able to teach my kids, as they grow older, is being able to give them the tools for confidence. It's like, you know, maybe having a gun in your closet, but with the security of knowing you may never have to use it. So yeah.